What's up, Virgo? I'm Amber. This is Orion Royalty. Today I'm going to do a general read, so if you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, this could resonate for you. If you are Virgo in your sun, this might not be the message for you, okay? I don't know. Take it as it resonates because it's general. Anyways, Virgo. I feel like we have a very clear, I don't even know if I think we might be done here before we even get started, okay? Because the energy out here is such a clear message, okay? So I did go ahead and pull the overall energies. Sorry. I did go ahead and pull the overall energies just to get the read going. So for the major arcana, we have the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, okay? Virgo energy. So immediately when I saw these two cards together, what I heard was, I feel like you've been moving in silence, okay? And then as we got these cards, so for what's the T, we got Boss Daddy. I know that's right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Ain't Shit in reverse. Okay, so like I said, super clear picture. I feel like you've been moving in silence on some kind of goal, some kind of achievement here, something that we are trying to do to level ourselves up. Yeah, it says big dick energy. I just noticed that, okay? And I feel like the reason why we had to move in silence is because nobody believed in whatever it is that you were doing here, okay? And if it hasn't already proved to bring in that boss daddy vibe, I feel like it's on the way, okay? Again, Secret at the bottom of this deck, as well as the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck, okay? So I feel like either we have been moving in silence, and now the whole world's about to see just how successful you... Okay, I'm just going to say that. I feel like, yeah, you've been working on self or some kind of profitable project, okay? And I feel like you've been pushing through it. You've been moving in silence because nobody really believed in it, what it is that you're doing, but I feel like that shit is paying off. If it's not, it's about to, okay? So all these people who did not support you, sounds like they're going to want to come in and all of a sudden support you, okay? All of a sudden, they always believed in you. I don't know. We'll see. Let's pull tarot. So Spirit, what for Virgo? And I'm just going to be real honest. I'm probably going to edit out most of the shuffling because it's just so boring, right? Like, even when I watch other readers, I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst. Now we have the Chariot out here in reverse. Okay, something else fell. Not the Tower, bro. Yeah, okay. So I feel like it probably crushed you that these people were not supportive of you moving forward in some way, okay? You might even feel like there were people that literally wanted to hold you back, and that was the Tower moment. Like, you really thought you could trust these people. You really thought they had your back, that they supported you, and come to find out, they really didn't. But I feel like you didn't let it bother you ni nada, okay? Because I feel like you kept pushing forward. You just kept moving in silence. And like I said, I feel like it's really going to pay off. And when I say really going to pay off, let me tell you, the only cards I have out here are major arcana. The Chariot twice, the Hermit, the Tower. Okay? Whatever you're doing, keep going because it's fucking major. Okay? And I feel like you are. I feel like I ain't gonna tell you shit. Right? Another major arcana, Justice in reverse. Okay? Again, I don't know. Let's keep going. I mean, I don't know where Spirit wants me to go from there. Like I said, like, are we done here? You about to prove them wrong. Yeah. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. Okay, I know you see how many cards there are in this deck. And we have 4 major arcanas out here. Oh. You know, it very well could be that you just broke yourself away from these people who probably weren't shit themselves and weren't doing shit with their life. And now it's like, looking good on you, okay? it's good on you walking away from these people. I don't know. Let's keep going because what the hell? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Let me just pull here. Clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower for Virgo. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Have a seat, baby. Clarify Justice. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 6 of Cups in reverse. I definitely do feel like there were people that tried to block your path here, okay? Virgo, we definitely had people, yeah, that did not want to see you in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but I feel like you big fat fucking did it anyways. Okay, even my dog was like, bitch, don't play with me. I feel like you did it anyways, okay? But again, I feel like that could have been a harsh reality for you. Realizing that the people that were around you really weren't as supportive about your dreams and goals and aspirations as, you know, you thought they were. I'm just going to throw it out here because, like I said, half of these cards are major arcana. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio, another Virgo, or a Cancer, okay? Doesn't have to be. Why am I still shuffling? Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse now. I feel like, yeah, okay, because I feel like you already have established some kind of stability with whatever this is, because like I said, I feel like you've been moving in silence, okay, and I feel like it's been paying off. Lay down. Can you go lay down, please? I feel like it's been paying off, okay, and I feel like even though you're looking good, and I feel, my dog is licking my tarot cards now. Okay, can you stop? I feel like even though you're looking good, okay, even though you've created something stable here for yourself, I feel like some people within this circle are still not even willing to give credit where credit is due here. There might even be someone who feels like, you know, maybe you had to depend on some kind of King of Pentacles, okay? And without this King of Pentacles, you wouldn't go anywhere, right? What's underneath that? The Six of Wands, which is representative of victory and success, okay? Being the winner. The winner, little mouse dinner, okay? I don't know. Anyways, but I feel like even without this King of Pentacles, you still did the damn thing. But yeah, I feel like if it is a case where these people are coming in like all of a sudden, you know, oh, we always knew you could do it, you know, whatever. I feel like don't trust it, because I feel like these people still run their mouth behind your back, talking about the fact that, I don't know, they're still trying to act like you ain't shit. They're still trying to act like you have to depend on others to move forward. I don't know. Just leave that shit in the past. I don't know. This is a weird read, but and like I said, Virgo, if you are in that stage, right? Because I do feel like with this snail here, whatever it is that you have been moving towards, right? Whatever goal, whatever dream, whatever aspiration, whatever stability. It could be that, you know, I am noticing CEO on this boss daddy card. So you could have started your own business. I feel like it has been moving slow at a snail's pace here. Okay. But it is about to kick off. Okay. If it hasn't already. Which I would probably say is heavier on the side of it hasn't really, even if you're doing well right now, because you were coming out as a Queen of Pentacles, okay? So even if you are doing really well right now, I feel like we're still going. Like, we're still moving forward, okay? So I would say just keep going, okay? And I feel like you are, right? With this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's very possible because the Queen of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles is actually out here, okay? Which, you know, obviously he's a knight. He's not a page, but he's not a king either, okay? So I do feel like we still have some glow up to come in. Okay? And I would say just continue doing what you're doing. Like, I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. Because now you know, we have the snail there. And now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Which is, you know, one of the slowest moving energies in the tarot. Okay? I feel like whatever this is, it has been moving slow for you. But I feel like, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the most, I mean, he is the most stable. You can depend on this knight, okay? He's going to get there. Even if it takes him a minute, he's going to get there, okay? He will show up, okay? So I feel like maybe that's where we're at. Like, okay, it might be going slow, but I am going to get there. And I feel like you're absolutely right, Virgo. Clarify the Chariot in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay. I definitely feel like we've put an end to these people that are holding us back. Like, we're not we've left them out in the cold. We ain't even worried about. Yeah, I just heard I don't fuck with you or anything that you do, okay? I feel like that's the vibe that we're on right now. But I still feel like, you know, people are talking about you, okay? Maybe you're very intuitive, Virgo, and you just already know. Like, you can already peep when people are saying something to your face. And turn around and say something different behind your back. And I feel like they are definitely talking behind your back. And about what? This Eight of Swords, okay? I feel like people are confused. Oh, well, we didn't support Virgo. We told Virgo to give up. And I'm confused. How are they still this Knight of Pentacles? I feel like you did prove a lot of people wrong here. Okay? Or you're in the process. Tell me about Justice in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Wands. I feel like you fought for self. Okay? I don't know why, but Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Sorry, I'm trying to... Yeah, I feel like someone needs to hear this, okay? If you still have some of these people in your life, because like I said, there was a vibe here of people wanting to come in and like, oh, I always knew you could do it. I feel like when you were in this process, okay, when you were expressing these goals and dreams that you have for yourself to these people, I feel like you had to do, I don't know, a lot of defending yourself here. This is very weird. Like I don't feel like this is going to be a popular read because I feel like this is very, very specific. But I feel like Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Pentacles coming out over the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Like, just continue to let your actions prove your reputation, or, you know, let your actions defend you. Okay, because I feel like at one point you had to say a whole lot to these people just to get them to hop on board with whatever it is that you wanted to do here. And I feel like you silenced yourself. You're like, I'm not going to explain myself to you. I don't have to, right? And you really don't, Virgo, because your path is for you. You are the one who's going to know what's best for your path. You're going to know the dreams and goals that you are supposed to fulfill here on this earth, because it is your mission and purpose. Not these other people. It's not for them to know. So I heard something, and I was like, I was going to make a joke about it. But then Spirit was like, no, it's not a joke. Somebody's actually doing this, okay? I don't know. This is very, very specific, okay? But I feel like there is somebody who is now wanting to dig up in your Akashic records, okay? Somebody didn't realize that, like, you were whole ass meant to do this. Like, bitch, I don't know why you ever doubted me, because I was literally put here on this planet to do exactly what I'm doing. And I feel like you got a lot of people confused about how you move forward, how you made it work, when you had nobody supporting you. This is fucked. What the fuck? And now, I feel like you got these people so I don't know. You could be surrounded by people who are into, like, divination and spiritual things, because I feel like somebody is confused on how you're pushing forward, how you're making it, even though you were moving in silence. You had to, because somebody was out here making sure that nobody supported your ass. Nobody. Now they whole ass confused on how you made it anyways. And somebody wants to look up in your Akashic records. I don't know, this looks like... So just know, I feel like somebody's trying to dig into what your mission and purpose is. And what I am going to say is you are protected. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Well, I won't say that, but let them look is what I'm going to say. Let them look. Because it's not going to change shit. Anyways, you were still put here to do it. So, yeah, okay. I feel like you possibly even switched a timeline here with the Fool card. Okay. I just heard new boot goofing. I don't know. New boot goofing. Okay, so maybe that money is really stacking, and we have, you know, now we're able to maybe afford things that we couldn't afford in the past, or maybe you're switching your look up because you want to look more in line, or you want to look more ready for the role of, you know, either your business or whatever this is. I'm hearing a singer. I don't feel like a singer has a specific look, but there's a, you know, maybe it's just something about you embracing more of your authentic self, and maybe we're spending more money on that. Okay. This is sad. Somebody might be spending more money on their physical appearance. Okay. Surgery could be involved. I want to be careful with that one. But, yeah, I definitely, I don't know why, but with this sewing machine, I definitely feel like surgery could be involved here. I'm just going to say, if you feel like it makes you feel like more of your authentic self, then do it. And if it's for you, be happy. But the kind of the vibe that I was getting here is that there's something about your physical appearance that you're wanting to change because everyone talks shit about it. And like I said, if it makes you feel better about yourself, then yeah, do it. But if it's something like you want to get fake boobs because you think that will, I don't know, make men like you better or something like that, like, don't, make sure you're doing it for you, okay? And not for the outside world, okay? Because these motherfuckers don't matter anyways, okay? That's what I'm gonna say about that. So, I'm just gonna get final advice because this is, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but, you know, I would just say continue doing what you're doing. It looks like if you haven't already hit some kind of timeline shift, you're about to, okay? So if you're slow and steady on this path and your goal is to get some kind of, you know, physical surgery or something like that, or it is part of like the overall plan for what you want for your future, you know, maybe you want to, I don't know, whatever. I would say the money for that is definitely coming in, okay? But it does feel like what triggered you into some kind of new timeline is actually leaving all these people in the dust. Or persons. Please take it as it resonates. Final advice for Virgo. We have believe. Side note, I don't know, this is such a specific read, but I feel like if you are getting surgery for some kind of physical, like cosmetic plastic surgery or something like that, okay, I feel like the recovery time is going to be very quick, okay? So that's for somebody. Yeah, so we have believe for the final advice. Continue believing in yourself, okay? What I love about this believe card is the spider web, okay? And where is it? On this little jackrabbit's crown chakra, okay? I feel like whatever you're doing, it is in perfect alignment with your Akashic records. Believe in yourself. Let this transformation with the butterfly wings just take place, okay? Believe in yourself. Continue to. You know, and at the end of the day, like, don't even take it so hard. And maybe you're not, but I'm just going to say this because, you know, it's my job. It's what I do. And if you didn't know, okay. Do I want to say it? Yeah, I'll say it. At the end of the day, you know, all that matters is that you believe in yourself anyways. Okay? Yes, it is nice to have a support system. It is it's hella wonderful to have people around you that support you. You know? Just unconditionally. Just because they fucking love you. Right? And I feel like you will get there, Virgo. But it feels like we're not going to meet our soul tribe here until we get a little further down the path that we're supposed to be on. And you are there, okay? I feel like you are in the process of fulfilling your Akashic records right now, okay? But again, at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is that you believe in yourself, because nobody else really fully can, right? Because walking in your mission and purpose is something that is extremely hard, okay? It's crazy. It's like you have to be given God-given gifts, okay? God has to give you a gift for your mission and purpose because it's fucking hard. And if you weren't naturally gifted at it, you wouldn't make it. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to understand your Akashic records the way that you understand your Akashic records, because it is built specifically and detail oriented for your soul. Okay, so at the end of the day, whether you have people supporting you or not, believing in yourself is the most important thing. Okay, I know. I'm done with the Dr. Phil, but you know, if you didn't know, now you do. Okay. Final advice for Virgo. We have Cancer out here for the third time. Okay, so you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer. Or you could be Cancer in your moon, because I'm just noticing like these moons. Someone could be getting their lips done too. I don't know. But what I will say is the recovery time is going to be quick, okay? Give me one more. Determination. Okay. Pisces vibes there. Okay. And what I'm seeing with this Piscean energy, I don't feel like this Piscean energy is speaking to like anyone that you know specifically in your life, okay? I'm not seeing this as a zodiac and rather a trait, okay, of this specific zodiac, okay? Because I feel like they are very dreamy. They're very Pisces knows how to fantasize, okay, is what I'm going to say. And what we love about fantasizing is it is a tool for manifestation, right? So I feel like this is where we need to continue to put our focus. We need to believe in ourselves, possibly even sit there and daydream about what it is that you want to accomplish. Because I feel like if you do that, okay, so here's your sign, get in some daydreamy energy, okay? I need you to dream big, because it feels like that is going to be your determination. And the more that you fantasize, the more that your instinct is going to lead you exactly where you're supposed to be to make sure that you walk through every open door, okay? So this is going to be it for me, Virgo, and I hope that I helped.